I'm here with the esteemed attorney of the James Joyce, one of the most famous legal counsels in all of Tampa Bay history, Mr. George Warner, with a record of 401 in Tampa Bay. George, tell these good folks at home exactly what you think about the new reality show at the world famous James Joyce / Taco Fusion.
First on the 401, we don't know if that's wins or losses, but
right?
This is a great idea. It's been a long time coming.
Very good, very good. So how long have you been practicing law?
If I tell the truthful answer, I won't be able to hit on the hot young chicks.
Okay. Fair enough, fair enough.
Let's say just over 20 years, because I was the youngest when I graduated.
Very good. Where'd you graduate from?
Oh, I'm a Gator.
Florida Gator. Excellent. What's the craziest case you've ever seen criminally that you've ever defended?
That, I don't. There's so many to choose from.
Name the one that stands out to you as being a wild brouhaha in the courtroom that you put on the trial and you had to defend the guy or girl. What stands out to you?
I represented a jailer at Pinellas County Jail on a sound ordinance, and where we played the boombox in the courtroom at the highest setting.
Right? And that was crazy?
That was very crazy.
No murder trials, nothing like that?
Oh, I've won a few jury trials.
Oh, go, get being modest here, a couple. So what's the best civil case you've been in? I'm not a law expert, so I'm asking questions as a layman, but
civil recently.
Civilly,
I've filed a couple cases in the U.S. Supreme Court, but never got to argue there.
Okay.
However, recently I won an appeal against BP on a BP claim.
Nice.
A huge BP claim.
Those corporate bastards.
They liked our argument so much they increased the settlement by $90,000.
Do you think that's to kind of keep things quiet, or do you think that's just to kind of make it go away, or is it because they believe that they owed you payout, or
that we presented the right argument and people were supposed to get paid?
Excellent. Well, good to hear. So, about Ybor City, what are your overall thoughts on Ybor City and looking forward to the future of Ybor City? What do you think is the future?
I love it here. I live here. It's like I live in a garret, which is like a one-room apartment where artists are supposed to rot, like me. But I don't rot because I come out and it's like having a 400-room mansion, and all the rooms in the mansion have a bar and a bathroom.
I never thought of it like that.
You can't take a shower in those bathrooms.
In some of these bars you can. The old Joyce had a shower.
You might get a golden shower.
Right. Well, you could. You could.
No, I meant to say it's golden.
Now, what is your background and ancestry? What do you consider yourself? Are you Irishman? What do you consider yourself?
I'm Celtic and German.
Okay.
And Georgian and American Indian. Celtic, Clan Wilson of Gun, and Irish counties Dublin and Westmeath, and by adoption County Kerry, and German. I'm a real German count.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
How does that happen? Is that through like? Oh, okay.
Heredity. Landgraf von Werner. And I'm a 1/8 Oneida Indian.
Interesting.
Which
Very
is
cool.
one of the Iroquois Six Nations that nobody's apparently ever heard of if you're not from New York.
Wow.
And
also a vampire?
Right, I'm that, and I'm culturally Georgian. I can speak Georgian.
Say something.
Georgian people out there. Gawajoba, Rogaraka.
Very cool, very cool.
I asked them, I said, hello, how are you?
But back to this vampire thing. Now, how are you a vampire? How does one go about becoming a vampire? Are you born with it? Are you bitten? What happens?
There's psychic vampires.
How the hell does that work?
Well, really, all lawyers are vampires.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're bloodsuckers on the lifeblood of society.
And this coming from a lawyer.
That's why I don't like most of my fellow lawyers.
More specific, Ybor has a reputation for having a vampire community, and a lot of people down here, a lot of people really believe there's a real vampire community here. I've even been accused.
Yes.
And I know you have as well, but right. That's pretty legit, dude. I ain't questioning that, but
just saying.
So what do they do here to make them vampires? I'm curious as to. I know they hang out at the castle, but what do they do, and what's your part in this?
The castle. They're out on the street all over the place.
But what do they do? Like, what are their activities? What do they do with being a vampire?
Well, they have a meeting once a month, kind of like being in the union or a communist or whatever. They go to the meeting, but besides the meeting, they, not me. I'm more independent. Anyway, but they're out here.
Right. So what do they do? I'm trying to narrow it down. What it is that vampires do, and if you're in the community, what do you do?
Really psychic vampires. They're
what the hell's that?
Off of the life force, not the blood itself.
Okay. So do they have a special power? Is it psychic intuition, or what? What is it they have?
How it works actually.
But it's an interesting subculture of Ybor, which is why I asked, because
there's a lot of those.
There's a lot of people here that believe there's a real vampire community, so that's why I get at that. I know you hang out at the castle.
In Ybor, though, there's lots of various subcultures,
right?
And they can kind of overlap, but this is a very independent, self-reliant. This is the place most likely to throw up barricades like Paris in the 1840s.
Right.